Most people think tomatoes and lettuce are the best money makers in a small garden, but the growers are quietly earning the most. They're growing something completely different. Crops you've probably never heard of. Crops that sell for 10 times more per square foot. And today, I'm showing you 12 of them. These aren't trendy vegetables everyone talks about. These are the quiet profit makers, the ones flying under the radar while making small growers serious money. Quick heads up before we start. This video is for backyard growers, small landowners, and anyone with a little space who wants real income from real crops. This is not for people expecting to quit their jobs tomorrow or run a massive farm operation. And here's what makes this different from every other profit crop video out there. I'm not going to throw wild numbers at you or promise you'll get rich overnight. Every crop I show you today comes with honest timelines, real space requirements, and simple math. No hype, just facts you can actually use. Now listen carefully. You do not need to grow all 12 of these crops. That would be crazy. What you need is to pick one or two that fit your situation, your space, your time, your climate. Some of these crops give you money fast. Others take time but pay way more. I'm going to label each one clearly so you know exactly what you're getting into. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which crop makes sense for you. So let's jump in. First up, microgreens. Everyone talks about microgreens, but here's why most people overlook them. They think microgreens are just fancy restaurant garnish. They're wrong. They're wrong. Microgreens are one of the fastest cash crops you can grow anywhere. They grow indoors on a shelf or table. You need about 4 square feet to start. Time to money? 7 to 14 days. That's it. You can turn a crop every 2 weeks. This is beginner friendly. If you can water a plant, you can grow microgreens. Regular lettuce might get you $2 per square foot. Microgreens, try $20 to $40 per square foot. That's a 10 times difference. And you're harvesting every 2 weeks instead of every 2 months. Anyone with limited space should grow this. Anyone who needs money fast. Urban growers. Apartment dwellers. But here's the real secret. Most people grow the wrong varieties. Sunflower and pea shoots sell way better than basic salad mix. Number 2. Gourmet mushrooms. Not your regular white button mushrooms. I'm talking oyster mushrooms, lion's mane, shiitake. Here's why they're overlooked. People think mushrooms are weird, complicated. They're not plants, so growers ignore them. Big mistake. They grow indoors in basements, garages, and sheds. Any dark, cool space works. You need maybe 10 square feet. Oyster mushrooms fruit in 3 to 4 weeks. Shiitake takes 3 to 6 months, but keeps producing for years. A single oyster mushroom kit can produce 5 to 10 pounds per harvest. Gourmet mushrooms sell for $8 to $15 per pound at farmers markets. Compare that to tomatoes at $3 per pound. Here's what nobody tells you. The hard part isn't growing. It's finding buyers. But once you have 3 restaurants buying weekly, you're set. Number 3. Saffron. And yes, I'm serious. Saffron is the most expensive spice on earth. But here's why it's overlooked. People think you need to live in Spain or Iran. Wrong. You can grow saffron in most temperate climates. It's basically a fall-blooming crocus. It grows in outdoor garden beds with full sun and well-drained soil. You need about 50 square feet to make decent money. You plant corms in summer. They bloom in the fall. First harvest in year 1. But year 2 and 3, that's when production explodes. 1 pound of dried saffron sells for $500 to $5,000 depending on quality and market. You need about 150,000 flowers to get 1 pound. Sounds crazy, but hear me out. 50 square feet can give you 1,000 corms. Each corm makes 1 to 3 flowers. That's real money if you're patient. If you need money this season, skip saffron. This is year 2 and beyond money. Crop number 4, ginseng. Now we're getting into serious long-term thinking. Ginseng is probably the most overlooked high-value crop in North America. Why? Because it takes 5 to 7 years to mature. Most people give up before year 3. It grows in shaded woodland under trees. This crop actually prefers shade. You need about 1,000 square feet to see real returns. Dried ginseng root sells for $300 to $600 per pound. Half an acre can produce several hundred pounds of dried root over time. That's potential 6-figure income from a small forest plot, but only if you wait. Ginseng is not a get-rich-quick crop. It's a get-rich-slow crop. Big difference. Number 5 is wasabi. Real wasabi. Not that green horseradish paste you get at cheap sushi places. Real wasabi is rare, expensive, and surprisingly possible to grow outside Japan. It needs cool running water or constantly moist shade. Streams, water gardens, and heavily mulched shade beds. It takes 18 to 24 months for mature rhizomes. Fresh wasabi rhizomes sell for $100 to $200 per pound wholesale, $300 plus at retail. Compare that to literally any other root vegetable. Nothing comes close. And here's the insider secret. You don't just sell the root. Wasabi leaves and stems are edible too. High-end restaurants pay for the whole plant. Suddenly, you have 3 products from one crop. But finding buyers takes work. You need to build restaurant relationships before you plant. Crop 6. Bamboo shoots. Edible bamboo varieties that produce shoots you can harvest and sell. Most gardeners see bamboo and think invasive nightmare, but clumping bamboo varieties stay contained and print money. They grow in full sun to partial shade in most temperate and warm climates. In year 1, you get nothing. In year 2, you might harvest a few shoots. Year 3 and beyond, you're harvesting dozens of shoots per clump every spring. Fresh bamboo shoots sell for $5 to $12 per pound. One mature clump can produce 20 to 50 pounds per year. That's $100 to $600 per clump per year after establishment. Okay, pause for a second. Notice a pattern here. The most profitable crops aren't the ones everyone grows. They're specialty crops. Crops with built-in scarcity. Crops that take either patience or specific conditions. That's exactly why they make money. Low competition equals higher prices. Now, before we continue, smash that like button if you're finding this helpful. And drop a comment telling me which crop you're most interested in so far. Number 7, lavender. Lavender might seem common, but here's what most people miss. They grow it wrong. They sell it wrong. Done right, lavender is a multi-income crop that keeps giving. It grows in full sun, poor soil, dry conditions. Basically, the opposite of what most garden crops need. Year 1, you get small harvests. Years 2 and 3, full production. Fresh cut lavender sells for $3 to $6 per bunch. Dried lavender bundles, $5 to $12. But here's where it gets good. You can also make lavender essential oil, sachets, and other products. One plant becomes 5 income streams. The secret most people miss. The stems matter as much as the flowers. Florists pay premium prices for long-stemmed lavender. Crop 8. Hops. With craft beer exploding everywhere, hop growers can't keep up with demand. People think you need acres of land and commercial equipment. You don't. Backyard hop growing for local breweries is absolutely viable. Hops climb, so you need trellises 15 to 20 feet of vertical clearance. Ground space? Just 3 feet per plant. In year 1, you get small harvest. Year 2, full production. Fresh hops sell for $10 to $20 per pound to local craft breweries. One mature plant produces 1 to 2 pounds per year. Plant 10 and you're looking at real money. Here's the move. Contact local breweries before you plant. Some will even contract grow with you. Guaranteed buyer before you invest. Number 9. Elderberries. Cultivated elderberries are a totally different game. The health supplement industry can't get enough. They grow in full sun to partial shade with moist soil. Each bush needs about 6 feet diameter space. In year 1, you might get a small harvest. Year 2 and beyond, full production for 15 to 20 years. Fresh elderberries sell for $4 to $8 per pound. Dried, $15 to $30 per pound. One mature bush produces 10 to 15 pounds per year. Plant 10 bushes and you're harvesting 100 to 150 pounds annually. And you can sell elderberry products too. Syrup, tinctures, dried berries. The markup on processed elderberry is insane. Crop 10. Gourmet garlic. Not the cheap stuff from the grocery store. I'm talking hard-neck varieties with actual flavor. These varieties command premium prices.
Plant in fall.
Harvest next summer. 9-month turnaround. Regular grocery garlic sells for $3 per pound. Gourmet garlic at farmers markets, $10 to $15 per pound. And you can also sell garlic scapes in spring for extra money. That's 2 harvests from 1 crop. Here's the insider trick. Save your biggest bulbs for replanting. Your best genetics stay in your garden. Your quality goes up every year. Number 11. Specialty peppers. Not bell peppers. Not jalapenos. I'm talking shishito, padron, habanero, ghost peppers. Peppers that restaurants actually want and grocery stores don't carry. They need full sun and warm climates or greenhouses. 3 to 4 months from transplant to first harvest. Then they produce for months. Bell peppers sell for $2 per pound. Shishito peppers, $8 to $12 per pound at farmers markets. One plant can produce 5 to 10 pounds per season. The secret: pick 1 or 2 varieties and get really good at them. Better to have a consistent supply of 2 varieties than random harvests of 10. Final crop. Number 12. Cut flowers. Specifically, dahlias and ranunculus. Locally grown specialty flowers are in massive demand. They grow in full sun with rich soil. Dahlias bloom 12 weeks after planting. Ranunculus bloom 10 to 12 weeks after planting. One dahlia stem sells for $3 to $8. 100 square feet of dahlias can produce 500 to 1,000 stems per season. That's $1,500 to $8,000 from 100 square feet. Show me a vegetable crop that does that. All right, 12 crops. Let me make this simple. How much space do you have? Less than 10 square feet? Microgreens or mushrooms. 10 to 50 square feet? Garlic, specialty peppers, or lavender. More than that? Consider bamboo or elderberries. How patient are you? Need money in weeks? Microgreens. Can you wait 3 to 6 months? Peppers, garlic, flowers. Can you wait 1 to 3 years? Hops, bamboo, elderberries. Can you wait 5+ years? Ginseng or wasabi. Match your answers to the crops. That's your starting point. Pick 1, maybe 2. Test them. Now, real talk before we finish. Growing these crops is only half the job. Selling is the other half. Market demand matters more than growing skills. Find your buyers before you plant. Talk to restaurants. Visit farmers markets. Build relationships first. Grow second. And Please start small. Test with a few plants. Learn to grow. Learn the selling. Then scale up. Growing profitable crops isn't about getting rich quickly. It's about building something sustainable over time. So, here's your action step. Pick one crop that fits your space, your timeline, and your situation. Start there. Give it your best effort for one full season. Learn what works. Adjust. Try again. That's how real growers build real income. You can do this. You just have to start. Drop a comment right now telling me which crop fits your situation best. Are you growing microgreens for quick cash? Saffron for long-term gains? Mushrooms because you have a basement space? I want to know. And if this video helped you, hit that like button and subscribe for weekly videos on crops that actually make money. See you in the next one.